Hello again. Welcome to the Sphere IT podcast. We're broadcasting from the InsurTech Insights event in London. It's March 2024. I've met some wonderfully entertaining, wonderfully bright people, and we're here to sort of learn about the industry globally. And today I've invited Pedro to the podcast for a mini interview to talk about his background and what he does for the industry. Welcome, Pedro. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here. I'm Pedro, I'm from Brazil. I am on the insurance industry for more than 15 years. I started as a broker selling insurance, life insurance, and then it kept going. I went to manage a team of sellers, of brokers, and we really start selling life insurance in Brazil because when I entered the market, it was very, very low rate that we had there. And after this, I started my own company as an insurance professional, as an education company, because what I saw that as we have a lot of elements in Brazil, the brokers just sell one element. So I am an auto broker, I just sell auto. I am a life insurance broker, I just sell life insurance. And I thought that the broker should sell everything because we have to get to the clients all the protections. And then I started the business school to do this and to educate the population of Brazil about this. And after this, my company was bought for another company. There is a media company and an event and conference company. And now I'm here. Yeah.
Global jet setter in the insurance industry. So coming back to that then, and the history of the broking space, taking Brazil as a probably a low touch market in terms of people getting access to insurance when you first started. What's the delta today? Has it changed a lot due to this kind of growth and change?
It changed a lot. We passed through Brazil some tough years about money and inflation. And after that, the industry starts to get in a high level of profits. So as you have a high level of profits, you can maintain the price and the premium. And that's good for the population. That's one thing. The other thing, the pandemic really crashed the country. Crashed not just on the economic side, but crashed on the mentality side. So the people start to looking at that and said, oh, something could happen and I need protection. So I need to protect my own business, I need to protect my car, and I need to protect my life. That's what's beginning. And now we have, unfortunately, very, very high rates of robberies. So micro insurance like cell phone insurance, transaction insurance, and cyber insurance is growing a lot in Brazil because the people need protection about this.
Sure. So, but from a digital standpoint, is Brazil as a country far ahead now? Is there a lot more digital understanding in the common person in Brazil? Yes. Do you think everyone's got a mobile phone in their hands these days? So they're used to transaction online. So you're getting innovations like embedded insurance, embedded financial products. Is that a thing now in Brazil? Where it's going?
We had in the past some years a lot of insurtechs coming to the market as insurance. We have one regulator in Brazil called SUSEP, and they start a program to new insurance, not to pay all the taxes for insurance, but to bring new products. So we had some amazing auto insurance companies and cell phone insurance companies there that keeps the market growing a lot for digital. So they already have some good part of the market, a lot of revenue, and Brazil is starting to look to facilitate the sale. So people want to buy fast and not buy harder. You don't need to make a policy thing, and you don't need to give the insurance a lot of documents. They just want to sell. They just want to buy the insurance. Like I buy the cell phone right now. I want to buy the insurance 3 minutes after I buy the cell. So that's a really good thing that happened to the market.
Yes, there's a natural shift to that just-in-time insurance when I need it, and that flexibility, that's good. So coming back to the broking space, when you're thinking about personal lines or commercial lines, wherever space that you cover, as a broker, and with the experience that you've got, what are the main challenges for brokerages today and brokers today in the industry across the globe? What are the things that you think are proving to be problematic and need to be solved?
That's a very, very good question, because one of the things that I realized that the brokers here in Europe or in USA are very different than the broker at Brazil, because we have one thing in Brazil that it's the confiability, and that the people need to buy something. So the broker, first of all, he is not a broker; he's a friend. But he has to be a digital friend. That's the main difference. So he have to know all the elements of the insurance, and he have to be a friend of the client to go and sell the really necessary thing, not to sell more than the client need, and he need to be in that space. So how he can do that? First, it's social media. So the broker need to have a very, very good social media to explain to the client what's the benefit of the insurance and why this market is not boring, why it's good to have insurance. Because a lot of people think that insurance is cost, and insurance is not a cost. Insurance is investment.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think, again, it's a common theme with all the discussions that I have, and I've mentioned this a few times on all of these micro interviews. It's the customer sees it as a necessity buy. They don't see it as a sexy buy, something they want to engage with. And I think that the upstart insurance companies, the companies that are built on technology, they're digital natives, they're customer focused, they've got the edge on the bigger players now because of that. They understand that and they're recognizing that. And customers should be at the front of all of this stuff, including the regulations where you must compare certain products in the personal lines. It needs to be transparent. It needs to be visible to the customer, getting them engaged with it. I think there's lots of opportunities in renewal processes to effectively have that interaction and have that buy-in from the customer. And I think even in Europe, that's kind of overlooked at the moment, and it's changing. So I totally agree with you. What about technology, though? How's that kind of impacted how things have changed in Brazil and globally in the broker space, would you say?
The technology changed completely the Brazilian market. You have like some very, very big companies that are implementing the technology to sell cheaply and to sell fast. So that's what the Brazilian want, because if your client thinks a lot about consuming insurance, he will not buy it, because he have other priorities like buying a new cell phone, buying a new car. But so the technology, this is the first part. The second part is the embedded insurance. The embedded insurance really changed the Brazilian market, because now every place that you go, you can buy insurance. And it doesn't look like the insurance is trying to trick you with insurance. It looks like it's part of the product.
Sure.
So the people understand that it's part of the product. So I buy a TV and I buy insurance for the TV. That's a good thing.
Yes.
So this is the first thing that really changed. And the second thing, that you can buy fast.
Yeah.
So as fast as you can buy, more you can buy.
Exactly. Okay. That's good. So what does the future look like with AI being thrown into all this? What do you think it's going to be for Brazil as a nation in the financial markets and insurance? What do you think?
The AI will completely change the game for two perspectives. The first is the custom product. So AI could give me a custom product the way I need. Because today, one of the big challenges of the market, that you have a solid product and you just have to sell this package. So if I sell a property insurance, it gives me all the package, and I am a client, I have to buy. So the AI will bring me, no, I don't need this thing on the package, I just need one thing and other thing. So this the AI gonna give me more customization and more data about what my client is. And the second part that AI will give me is confiability, because I have more people to ask. I have more sources to know if I am doing, and if I am a client buying the right thing, and I am a broker selling the right thing.
Sure. So it's very powerful, very powerful. So it sounds like the future is bright in Brazil and for the rest of the world in terms of insurance. Tell me a little bit about your business again. So you run an international event in Brazil?
Yeah. So Brazil is growing a lot, And Brazil represents 6% of the revenue of all insurance at Latin America.
Wow.
And it's keep growing because today we just have 30% of the population with some insurance. So we still have a lot of plantation to make. I own a community in Brazil. It's a professional insurance community. We have more than 100,000 subscribers called Cqcs. And we are like media. So we have a portal, a media portal, a news portal that we can bring all the news from the markets in the hands of the client. So we have WhatsApp group, we have all the social media. And so the client access diariely this. And then we still have a conference called Cqcs InsurTech Innovation. That's the biggest company for Latin America that we can arrange, and we get together all the brands, insurance brands, brokers brands, technology brands that come to Brazil and want to make business at Brazil.
Wonderful. No, it's a pleasure having you on the podcast. Thank you so much.
Mine.
Must get together soon after the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. It was awesome.
Thank you.